Here, let's take a look at our orange bracket to give you the situation. Cheez, well, I don't know. Let me refresh it. Close your eyes. All right, let's show you. You get a sense of the situation here. Cheez defeated Longboy. DMJ defeated the captain. This is a round 2 match, and the winner will get into the top 8 to play whoever gets through the bottom half of the orange bracket. So, all right, 2 ready players. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. 2 ready players in the final game of our broadcast. Going to be Cheez and DMJ. The winner goes to the top 8. Let us get it started. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Cheez from the American Southwest. DMJ from the middle of nowhere. In the middle of the country. All right, DMJ set up with the T-spin setup. And just waiting for that T to come in, but it never does, so just going to burn it away. Fractal, yes. All right, bang Tetris for DMG there, don't you know? 69,000 for Cheez, now 92. And 51,000 for DMJ. DMJ going to take a burn. And Tetris there, 76,000. So just getting underway in game 1. The winner gets to the top 8. There you go. DMJ with the Tetris, back by 40,000 points. That's just under 2 Tetrises. Cheez, of course, the winner of CTM 2 CTMs ago. Last month was Dog, and the month before was Cheez. DMJ looking to advance a spot and, you know, get a chance here. Of course, I met DMJ at the Waco qualifier. We had tacos with Joey Parker at Torchy's. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he liked him, if he was just being polite or if he liked him, but, you know, we'll see. All right, nice setup for the Tuck DMJ. 189, Cheez at 272. Colin wants me to go to Ohio. You mean just like in general or for something specific? Oh, for the WPL. Oh, my word. I wish I could. I've only got a limited travel budget for Tetris stuff. Pumpy can confirm. I show him the budget every week. Cheez set up the Vits and then into the Tetris. 364 Cheez, 280 for DMJ. DMJ back by 60,000 points. There is a Tetris. And still back by just about that 40,000 points. There's one for Cheez. Oh, Pumpy, I can road trip with you. You want to road trip to Phoenix? With Vandy? I don't know. You don't want a Vandy road trip. I already wouldn't leave him alone in Waco. He's like, oh my God, can I just get some free time? Will you leave me alone? You desperate weirdo. 414 for Cheez. 396 for DMJ. Both players with the Taco Bell internet. Oh yeah, the Kmart internet, right? That's what I used to have back in 1999, 2000. Was that what it was? No, it was 2002. Is that what it was? No, it was 2000. Bluelight.com is what it was. 474 for Cheez, 465, and you got internet for free so long as you were willing to look at Kmart ads. Which is crazy. Tetris for Cheez, 522. DMJ 479. So still just about that same deficit, 40,000. You can see DMJ switching to the rolling grip as he approaches 19. She's going to transition 569. DMJ going to transition 527. So pretty much just since the beginning, have had the same pace. She's just around 40,000 ahead like the entire time. Cheez into 20 at 618. See DMJ on the rolling. So two rollers. We got a preview of DMJ rolling in Waco. 679 Cheez, a little bit of cleanup to do. There's Tetris DMJ 670. So within a Tetris now of Cheez, and with a cleaner board and actually a Tetris setup, but Cheez going to get that Tetris one row off the bottom. DMJ, there's a Tetris piece away, and there's another one, DMJ. So 726 briefly in the lead. Or maybe it's not brief, could be forever, you don't know. But all right, bang Tetris, Cheez. And there's another one, DMJ 756. So DMJ in the lead. Cheez going to take it back with the Tetris. Now Cheez is a little bit ahead in lines. So DMJ was sort of with the small pace lead here, and now the absolute lead, and Cheez going to take it back. So we are neck and neck officially. Tetris DMJ 822. Cheez at 849 here on 25. There's in Tetris Cheez. Oh, I'm sorry. And about 60,000 point difference. DMJ with another Tetris. There's one for Cheez. So still about the 64,000 point difference. That's right. I forgot I was requested to do it that way. Cheez going to take a skim off the top of the board. And Tetris DMJ ahead by 6,000 points. And pretty close in lines. Cheez going to Tetris though. Tetris DMJ 959. So still that 6,000 point difference. Tetris Cheez and Tetris DMJ. Cheez with another one though. He's got the million points. So ahead by about 30,000 over DMJ. But actually ahead in lines by about a level's worth. So Cheez is actually into level 29 now. DMJ with 5 lines to go. Kind of a misdrop DMJ. He's going to take care of this. Kind of a roof burn thing. And just wants a good board to get into 29 with. And I don't know if he's going to get it. And this is going to be a tough board to transition with. He's got the rolling. He's getting pieces over. This is very impressive piece movement, but it's going to top out A48. And Cheez is good for game number 1. Double max out between Cheez and DMJ. And, you know, DMJ's got the rolling. I mean, you can see those piece movements are no joke. But unfortunately, just kind of a misdrop toward the end of that game. And that was kind of the difference. He just wasn't able to recover from that. So Cheez got the heart. Let's go. Game 2, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Yeah, if you want an announcement about Fractal's every level max out challenge. You can go to the Discord and read it, but Fractal, yeah, giving out some cash. Oh my god, I had no idea Fractal was so wealthy. His extreme wealth. Yeah, no bounties on the moneyless puppy heart. That's just for tournament earnings. Unless you want a separate category. What about bounties and tournaments? Yeah, that counts. You know, then I just go by the model of poker tournaments because bounties are included in poker tournament winnings. So, all right, we are underway here in game 2. Cheez, 71,000 points on the board. DMJ, 74. And there's a Tetris for both. So about 2,000 points difference. All right. Cheez bouncing that leg. He was talking earlier about having like his foot was asleep and it was painful. So I don't know if he's having some issues with his foot here. But we'll see. Interesting kind of placement. Oh, I think he double tucked that T in there. Clearly some kind of misdrop of some sort. And she's going to be set up for Tetris at 168. DMJ on the left well gets it Tetris. See how long he stays in that left well. Probably at least one more time. I'm going to try to avoid putting stuff in. Oh, he's going to put stuff in column 10. He's like, okay, yep, no problem. I'm just living in column 10 now. Thought he was going to try to avoid it, but nope. Just went right for it. He can get a perfect transfer over here, and he gets it. So there you go. Good job. DMJ, 184 on the right well again. Cheez, 237. Oh, nice adjustment to make room for the incoming T. Arbaro says, I took a 3-hour nap and this stream is still on. Yes, it is. It's been a long slog, but I mean, definitely worth catching in any matches you missed because we had world records happening. 287 for Cheez, 231 DMJ. All right, adjustment for Cheez with the long bar. The L in the window. Red shirt says 32 seed masters. Yes, indeed. That is the world that we're living in. And I'm into it. I don't know. I mean, is this something we just do special occasions? Do we do this every month? I'm liking the matchups, you know? And Cheez up near the top of the board needs a lot of precision here to bring this down, and will bring this down, no problem. My God. Oh! And that L piece was a little bit of a problem. He's going to go right to work, bringing that down. 344 Cheez, 372 DMJ. That's pretty complicated, but easy enough to do for Cheez. He's going to get a Tetris at the bottom of that. And then we'll get the rest of it. And just a little bit of cleanup to do, but safe. DMJ, 397. A little cleanup to do. I saw a a line spin opportunity, but passed up on that. That's all right. We'll take it out of the prize pool. Dog watching Tetris with the $100 contribution to the prize pool, and that brings our prize pool up to an even $4,000. We have a $4,000 prize pool in a monthly stupid tournament. Thank you so much, Dog Watching Tetris, whoever you are. 426 Cheez. This is a bit rough, but able to bring this down. 472 for DMJ. Ahead by 42,000 points. As we approach transition, Cheez is going to want to have a good board heading into transition. Even with the rolling, you still don't want to put yourself behind the 8 ball. So Cheez will try to bring this down and will clear this out, bring this down with a Tetris. 460. And DMJ behind in lines, but with a higher score. Cheez going to transition 484. And DMJ, potentially 2 more Tetris. No, going to take that burn. So just 1 Tetris available before 19. But Longbar not coming. May have to take the burns. He's going to get that Tetris. There it is. 530 for DMJ. And the players are separated right now by about 28,000 points and 10 lines. You can see DMJ playing 18 as a tapper and 19 as a roller. And no great place for that S, so that's going to go in column 9 and 10, and have to work to burn that away. Cheez with the Tetris, 613. Thanks again, Dog Watching Tetris. An even $4,000. I mean, I'm actually kind of uncomfortable with this amount of money. I got to be honest. All right, Cheez bang Tetris, 651. All right, DMJ getting Tetris ready. I'm going to take that triple. Oh, the Z piece kind of spun back. He like double spun that. And a couple of misdrops here, but should be cleanable. Cheez with the Tetris, 719. Seems like both players are beset to an extent by misdrops. All right, Cheez, very delicate situation here. And that is not going to be survivable. Cheez going to top out 723. So DMJ, the target is 724. There's a Tetris 711. One more Tetris would do it. You got about... about 12, 13,000 points. 743 is good enough. DMJ is good and gets heart number 1. Yeah, Cheez, stand up and shake your leg out a bit. Muffio says, is Dog watching Tetris, Dog playing Tetris? I doubt it. All right, we have got a ready from both players, Cheez and DMJ, game 3. 3-2-1 Tetris. First time chat from God's Child saying, I finally caught a live game. Well, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. I mean, today's stream is definitely an argument for watching on YouTube, that's for sure. Just from the delays and technical challenges, so I totally understand why somebody would wait for that. I prefer the drama of knowing that it's happening live in front of me. I'm just that way. Like, I can't watch pre-recorded sports or all that stuff. It's just not the same. But, different strokes, different folks. Aesthetic Performance asks, what time is it there, Vandy? It's 10:24 p.m. All right, 91,000 for Cheez, 31,000 DMJ. There's a Tetris DMJ. All right, DMJ, a couple of tucks there, no problem, and set up for the Tetris. Well, gonna have to take a burn there, or it does take a burn there. There's probably another place for that J piece, but no matter. He's got the Tetris 124, 161 for Cheez. Some burning to do. Oh, Colin gifting a tier 1 sub to God's Child. Look at that. Thank you so much, Colin. God's Child, you now have the ability to use emotes in the stream. Everyone show God's Child an example of some of the emotes that they now have available to them. If you want to spam them in the chat, you can now use these. There you go. Thanks, everybody. 256 Cheez, 218 for DMJ. UFWM, thanks for hanging out here. First time chatter. All right, see that all those little bears and whatever. You can now use those as a result of getting a subscription to the channel. So there you go. 40,000 point difference here, but Cheez is going to get a Tetris and extend that out to about a 72,000 point difference. All right, look at that. God's Child using the bear. We have another convert, everyone. 100,000 point lead for Cheez and ahead by about 7 lines, so it is a real lead. All right, Cheez with that T placement. Tetris down the bottom. And set up again, and another Tetris for both. 401 Cheez, 323 for DMJ, about a 75,000 point difference. What is the connection between Berenstain Bears and CTM? Well, that is a long story, but it's level 18, I can tell you. So, if you're familiar with Moodus, who is a Tetris player, and PMYA, who is a somewhat controversial figure in the community, PMYA was a Tetris player, but also kind of a speedrunner, and one of the things that PMYA was doing was playing some super lame, like easy games that didn't have a lot of interest on speedrun.com and like getting the speedrun world records for them. And Moodus noticed this, and Moodus said, oh, I'm going to go and take all your records from you. And one of those games was Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears. And I guess it looked interesting enough that people started going for these stupid records. And then one day I cobbled together a bear, like emoji, like a feels bad bear or whatever. And so I made the first bear emote back in like June of 2019, I think it was. And then it just kind of went from there because it was based on, those Pepe bears. And so there was a lot of emotions that were conveyed by the bears. And so you could make basically infinite bears. Well, came to the point where I just decided it probably wasn't good to, you know, use the copyrighted material. And plus, you know, those bears, some people have, you know, an aversion to what they think is a certain political connection with those bears. And so I decided to commission a revamp of the bears to make it kind of neutral and original. So we just used the bears, and we actually held so there's a bunch of people just like trying to get that record and trying to, you know, actually do well at that game. And it was actually kind of fun. And we kind of held as a meme a world championship. I held this in 2021 and organized it, and even got the creator of the game back from like 2002 in an interview during the stream. So it was a pretty crazy time, and they've just become sort of an unofficial and really kind of official mascot of CTM. So it's crazy. And that's the story. DMJ up high on the board, and that is going to be a top out. 486 top out for DMJ. Cheez is good. And gets heart number 2. No, the Berenstain Bears don't have political connotations. The Pepe Frog thing has political connotations. Or some people think it does, because it was like something that some 4chan people tried to make into a thing, and, you know, whatever. And then it somehow became associated with a certain political thing, and so our bears were like modifications of that, but it's not intended at all, so I just decided to move away from that. Let's go. Game 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But yeah, I mean, even though that was kind of like something that people tried to make into a thing to kind of troll the media, to some people it had a real, you know, and then the people actually started using it for things like that. And I just wanted to not have that association. You know, my whole goal here is to have a community that is like, you know, for everybody. And even if it isn't like a real thing, it did have a real association for some people. So I just thought it would be better to just get the bears redone. But you'll see the old bears, you know, you'll see the old bears pop in here and there. We still have the old ones on the server, but I don't make any more. But some of the old school people. Oh, Cheez getting up super high. I'm talking about bears. Look at this dig early on. I mean, you don't expect this kind of early dig from Cheez. Nice bridge burn there with the flat long bar. And there we go. Dirty triple and another dirty triple. And Cheez is back down to safety with the Tetris. But, you know, at first I was like, the new bears. I was kind of like not into them. But now I really like the new bears. Now the old bears look weird to me. And I really like the new bears a lot. Maybe I don't know what happened to the Cheez there. Maybe Cheez was getting triggered by my bears talk there. So. All right, 115 for Cheez, 127 for DMJ. But yeah, the Pepe bears are like, yeah, like the certain people on the political right, you know, started using the bears for real, but they've always had a completely different connotation in the gaming community. So it really has nothing to do with that. So Cheez gonna top out 117, and DMJ is gonna tie it up. He's already ahead, 117. Cheez says, bears make me top out. I hate bears. Pumpy, is that true? The old bears kept you from joining Discord sooner? Is that true? Really? Yeah, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's just because in gaming community it doesn't mean any of that. It's just a frog, you know. Crazy. Well, it's decider time, everybody. So here it is, the decider, everybody's favorite drink, decider. Well, third favorite drink behind Ray's energy drink and Element electrolyte water. Oh no, guys. My cider is flat. It's flat. Get it? Get it? It's flat. All right. All right, let's put that over here so everybody knows it's decider time. All right, we got it ready from Cheez. We just need that ready from DMJ. And we got it. So let's go. Decider time. The winner gets into the top 8. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But, I mean, mostly the new bears was, well, I wanted to make shirts, and I didn't want to put copyrighted material or something heavily, you know, heavily derivative of copyrighted material on a shirt. So it's really just capitalism. I'm just trying to... Meanwhile, there are no new bear shirts, so... All right, a decider between Cheez and DMJ. And the winner will face whoever ends up winning the other side of the orange bracket. So big implications with a big prize pool. Now, of course, both of these players are in the money already, but you'd certainly rather have a shot at the 43% of the prize pool than the 1% of the prize pool. All right, Tetris Cheez 143. DMJ going to get a triple there, column 3 to bring this down. All right, good clean stack finally there from Cheez, and bang, Tetris. DMJ waiting on his long bar. Here's one from Cheez. All right. Interesting decision for Cheez there. Just going to take that triple and now set up for a tuck of the T. Tetris DMJ 182 and Cheez going to get one 240, so that is a 58,000 point difference. Same line count basically. Cheez going to get a Tetris. Yeah, it's pretty wild to me that the prize pool is at $4,000. I don't even know what to think. I never thought it would, you know, we would be doing that. And it all, you know, it all goes to the players, except for I think Maturino takes a little service fee, which, you know, I think is totally legit, and happy to have it. All right, Cheez left side, a little bit concerning. We get a long bar over with the roll, and Cheez is ahead by about 72,000 points. DMJ with the Tetris. And Cheez getting a bit high up on the board. And with this lead and his post 28 playability, you know, you wonder about what level of aggression is, you know, kind of appropriate for the situation. Especially in a decider here. All right, Cheez going to get that long bar. It's going to help Cheez's situation a lot. And Cheez's board really scary. Gets that long bar over with room to spare. That was crazy. 380 for Cheez and another Tetris 403 ahead of DMJ by about a Tetris. About 23,000 points ahead. Tetris for Cheez, 449. And Tetris DMJ, 427. So still back by about 22,000 points. It's about a Tetris. There's one for Cheez. DMJ setting up long bar column 9. And gets the Tetris. We are approaching the level 19 transition here in this decider. You will probably see DMJ switching to rolling, or you may, I mean, as he's done. Cheez, yep, there you go. There's the switch to rolling, getting the cord out of the way. Cheez ahead by one Tetris. Kind of a misdrop for DMJ. Cheez, one burn to go before the 19 transition. And there's the burn, but there's the Tetris right after, and he's just going to take this board down. Set up column 9 with a long bar. And bang, another Tetris for Cheez. 552 here into 20. 482 for DMJ on 19. He's got some burning to do. Oh, that J piece to the left. That's going to slow him down a little bit, but he's taking care of it. And he's getting pieces to the left, long bar to the left, and he's going to take this down. So DMJ should be safe. Start to build back up again. And bang, Tetris DMJ. Cheez's board. Cheez board sounds delicious right now. Cheez gonna uncover and bang down a Tetris 618. DMJ getting up a little bit high on the stack. No good place for a square. Ends up having to make more and another square. The game giving some unfortunate squares, man. And just trying to bring this down. 530 DMJ, 648 Cheez, actually 677. So Cheez ahead by 143,000 points. DMJ's board getting a bit scary. Does have the roll, gets the split triple, and may have, that long bar may have saved his chances here. Cheez back down to the bottom of the board, 745 ahead by 200,000 points. And DMJ bringing this down methodically. But Cheez piling on pace. A lot of sevens on the board for Cheez. He's ahead by 220,000 points. I think a misdrop there for Cheez. DMJ trying to bring this back down. Some semblance of order. Gets that J to the left. All right. He's going to bring this down and actually open up the left side, the right side well again. And DMJ has a clean board, a little high. We'd just like to cap this off with a Tetris. There's the Tetris over the misdrop. Cheez ahead by 223,000 points and ahead by about 6 lines on 27. Tetris Cheez 861. And I mean, amazing survival from DMJ, just kind of getting into a jam and getting out of it kind of over and over again. Would love to just bring this back down and just kind of running out of time. Cheez ahead by 240,000 points. Cheez's board, though, a bit complicated. Gets a Tetris 877, still ahead by 240. DMJ heading into 28. This would be a heck of a chase down for DMJ at this point. But he's got a good board going into 29, and he's going to try to set up for it. Cheez trying to bring this board down and just needs to stay alive and keep scoring just to be 100% sure. DMJ going to Tetris into 29. Cheez board breaking down, going to top out at 895. DMJ's board, he's able to eke out lines here, but it needs a lot of work. He's back by 120,000 points. And, you know, Cheez, he's making an effort here. And he gets that J all the way to the left. Can't get the long bar over. DMJ going to top out at 781. And Cheez is good and gets heart number 3 in this decider. GG's to Cheez and DMJ. DMJ, great effort here. You made it into the money, so GG's on that. Hope to see you again here in this competition. But for now, it is going to be Cheez into the top 8, and there is the lap and the wires and rug of a winner and the glove of a winner. So there you go. Top 8 finalist hands right there. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.